Hey guys, what's up? It's Mr. McBride. So I just wanted to go over a couple of things real quick for you for this week's assignment and clear up a few questions or issues that you guys might be having. I do hope that you had a great Easter weekend. I hope you had a great break or a great weekend with family, friends, enjoying your time with each other, and having a good Easter itself. So before I get started in any of the notes or anything like that, I do want to clarify a few things. First off, I am uploading the assignments on Tuesday this week rather than Monday. I do realize that. If your other teachers uploaded it on Monday and I did not, I'm sorry. But I wanted you to have the full 4-day weekend, for at least for my class. So I am not requiring, I am giving this until Saturday for you guys to turn it in, but I will be making phone calls and reminding on Friday and Saturday for you to turn your stuff in on time. And I will be making phone calls on Monday to let parents know that these assignments have not been turned in yet if they have not been turned in. So please get this done in an orderly fashion, but I am still going to give you 5 days to get it done. So the other thing is about Zoom meetings. So we have been having Zoom meetings. I've been trying to have them with every single class separately this week. I am going to have Zoom meetings on Wednesday rather than Tuesday. And since I'm giving you the assignment on Tuesday, I'm going to start the Zoom meetings on Wednesday. But I'm only going to have one Zoom meeting for English 3 and one Zoom meeting for English 1. So for English 3, I'm going to have all three of my English 3 classes together in one Zoom meeting. I have been having the same trend going on where I have 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 people in a Zoom meeting, and I don't want it to be super awkward with one student sitting in there, and I want you guys to be able to be with each other, and somebody might have a question that you didn't know you had until somebody already asked it. So that's what we're going to be doing with that. We're going to be combining all of our Zoom meetings, so be looking out for that on Tuesday when your Zoom meeting is. And please join. If you have any questions or if you're concerned with anything, please join. I want to help you with anything you might have. Last week we worked on argument. This week we worked on our claims in our argument, worked on creating that claim. This week we're working on our counterclaims. It's a lot of people struggle with figuring out the other side of the argument. A lot of people struggle with actually understanding that there are two sides of the argument. A lot of people like to stick with their own side and not realize that there's another side to the argument. And that's not a good thing. That's a flaw in a lot of people's arguments. If there is one side to the argument, there's always another. And we need to realize that there are two sides, and we need to realize what that other side is so we can better argue that side. If you don't understand the other side of the argument, it's going to be tough for you to argue your point because you're not going to know what to argue against. So you need to understand the counterclaim. You need to understand how to create a counterclaim and express and acknowledge that counterclaim itself. So last week, you guys created a claim on a tough decision. You stated what a tough decision was, either in the story of The Lady or the Tiger, or a tough decision that was made in life, the real world, what's going on in current events and the news and stuff like that. And a lot of us did pretty well. Some of us, we didn't quite understand the question. So I did point that out to you on your assignments if you didn't answer the question correctly. Some of us didn't really understand the question quite so clearly. I was asking for you to identify a tough decision that was made and argue why that was a tough decision. So if you did not do that, you're going to need to rethink that for this assignment because we're basing our answer on this on the previous prompt that you answered last. So the previous prompts, you had to create an argument over a tough decision and why it was a tough decision. This one, you are going to be providing the counterclaim to that, the opposing argument to that. So if I say it's a tough decision, someone made a tough decision. Well, sorry, let's think about Walmart. We're supposed to be social distancing, right? Staying 6 feet apart, not going anywhere unless we absolutely have to. So some people would argue that it's okay to go to Walmart. It's okay to go to the grocery store and get all your groceries any day, anytime you want to go get it. It's okay to do and touch everything and be everything like that. It's okay. Other people would argue that it is not okay to go to Walmart right now because you are helping spread the virus. You are helping doing all that other things. All right. So the claim is it is okay to go to Walmart because groceries are essential. There are different essential things that we are going to need from a day-to-day basis. And it's hard to get that if we're not going to Walmart or the grocery store in general. The counterclaim to that would be, We should not be going to Walmart because we are helping spread the coronavirus or the COVID-19 virus, and we are not practicing proper social distancing techniques. Therefore, it is unsafe, it is unhealthy, and it is creating a longer shutdown than what should be. All right. So that's the argument, and that's the counter argument. All right, or the claim and the counterclaim. Either way is fine. Either way you sound it. Either way you say it is fine. But I do want you to know is a counterclaim is a claim made to rebut accusations against you. It's the opposite of what you said, pretty much. So if I say the sky is blue, a counterclaim would be no, the sky is green. All right. I don't know of anybody who thinks that the sky is green, but that would be a counterclaim. Or if I was to say that Donald Trump is doing a fantastic job handling the COVID-19 crisis, a counterclaim would be Donald Trump is not doing a good job handling the COVID-19 crisis. All right. So there are a bunch of different examples I could be giving you, but I do want to point out that these are the same notes that I gave you last week on claim, counterclaim, rebuttal, refute, support, qualify. And this is the same notes for short answer, topic sentence, concrete detail, commentary, closing sentence. I will say for your counterclaim, you do have to provide support. You do have to provide additional information that explains and defines and proves your idea. So if you're providing the counterclaim, you need examples to prove that counterclaim correct. You are saying that this is correct, yes, but my claim is what is right in this situation. Your claim, yes, though this part of the claim is correct and this is true, that this is the opposite side of the argument right here. This is what the other side would believe. Here's facts, examples for all of that. You're proving all of that because you are help setting your claim up better by providing that you know the other side of the argument. You know what they're going to say. You know what they believe in, all of that. So last week, if you remember, I created a claim that the NCAA football is better than the NFL football. And I stated my reasons, all right? And to sum it up real quick, I believe the NCAA football is better than NFL because athletes have something to play for. And here's my concrete detail. For example, in the NCAA, athletes need to prove themselves worthy of being a part of the NFL by working hard and showcasing their talent, all right? That's my claim. I believe NCAA football is better than the NFL because athletes have something to play for. That's my claim. NCAA is better than the NFL. So what is the counterclaim? That the NFL is better than the NCAA. It's the complete opposite. I'm flipping it around. So I understand that there's another side of the argument. I understand that some people believe that the NFL is better than the NCAA. All right? And so this is how I want you guys to format your counterclaims. All right? In this kind of way. It is a short answer format. You are still doing the TSCD CMCS. You are still doing 6 to 8 sentences. You are still doing that short answer paragraph form. Please do it on a separate Google Doc this time, not on Actively Learn, because we're not going to have another story or anything to go with that. Do it on a separate Google Doc. The question is on Google Classroom, all of that, and just answer it like that. All right. But here's an example for you guys. All right. So on my claim, I said that the NCAA is better than the NFL. All right. For my topic sentence for the counterclaim, I'm saying, although I believe that the NCAA is better than the NFL, other people believe that the NFL is better because of the skill level that the players are on. All right. So NFL has a higher skill level. You have to be at a higher skill level in order to be in the NFL. If you didn't have that higher skill level, you can't make it to the NFL because you won't be competitive. All right. So that's my claim. I mean, that's the topic sentence for my counterclaim. All right. Here's my example. Here's my concrete detail. This is something that is going to support my answer, my topic sentence. NFL players are required to have a certain set of skills and qualities in order to succeed in the NFL, such as speed and physical fitness. If you don't have the proper physical fitness, you are not going to be able to make it in the NFL. I'm sorry, but if you are 5'1" and you weigh 120, right? It ain't happening unless you're an all-star kicker. Even that, you're probably not going to be making it in the NFL. All right, I'm not going to say anything. It's not going to happen because anything's possible, but you never know. But it's very unlikely for somebody who is 5'1" at 120 pounds to be very successful in the NFL. It's also very improbable for somebody who runs a 7.5 40-yard dash. Now, if you don't know, that's running 40 yards in 7.5 seconds. That's pretty slow, especially for an NFL player, for a lineman, that is. So that would not be working out very well. So you have to have speed and you have to have correct physical fitness in order to make it in the NFL. That's my concrete detail. You have to. I mean, if you don't have it, you can't make it in there. So here's my commentary. An NFL player, sorry, I messed up right there, cannot succeed in their sport if they are less physically fit and slower than the other players. It's a fact. They cannot succeed. It's what I just said. If they are not in the same area of skill and fitness, there is no real competition in the sport itself. All right? So if you're not in the same skill level, or if you're not physically fit just like the other players are, you're not going to be able to compete. All right? There's not going to be any competition. It's going to be like, I don't know, Alabama playing, what's a terrible team? Arkansas Razorbacks. There you go. I'm a Woo Pig Arkansas Razorback fan, but Alabama is way better than the Arkansas Razorbacks. That's how it goes. All right. So there is no real competition. One team is going to outperform other team, and the game itself will not be as entertaining to watch. It's not entertaining to watch a 70-0 blowout. It's not. It might be fun for the person who's rooting for the winning team, but in reality, it's not that entertaining. Yeah, they're going to win. Big whoop. All right. If all players in the same area of skill and fitness, there will be no more competition, and the games will be more entertaining. Right. So my argument is, or the counterclaim that I'm saying, is the NFL is better because they have to be on a certain skill level, and the competition is a little bit higher. All right. Because the skill level is higher, the competition is going to be a little bit higher. All right. And if you're not on that same skill level, if you don't have the same skill level with each other, you're not going to have that great of competition. So in conclusion, the reason that some people believe, or some believe, that the NFL is better than NCAA is because the players are in better shape and the skill level is much higher, so the competition will be better, creating a more entertaining experience. Now, that's my counterclaim. That is what I am saying that the other side believes. That is what I am saying is opposite of what my claim is. All right? I'm not saying that they're right. I'm not saying that I agree with this. I'm just noticing and admitting that there is another side to the story. And that's the whole purpose of a counterclaim, pretty much. Proving that you know what the other side of the story is so you can argue against it. That's what you're doing. You have your claim, and you know what the other person is going to say in regards to your claim, so you're already stating it right here in your counterclaim. All right? That's what that is. So, you are going to be required to write a counterclaim to the claim that you previously provided in last week's prompt. All right, so you gave your argument on what the tough decision was made. You are going to provide a counterclaim argument based off of why that was not a tough decision to make. All right, I've explained it in the assignment itself, in the assignment on Google Classroom itself. I'm sorry it's late. I can't really talk right now. But that's your assignment. Please upload that on a Google Doc and upload it to Google Classroom and go from there. All right. If you guys have any questions, there are 3 ways to contact me: email, Google Classroom, Remind, or you can get on Zoom. Sorry, that's 4. So please do any of that if you have any questions. I will be available Tuesday through Saturday, answering any questions you guys might have. All right. So y'all have a great rest of your week. Again, I hope you had a great Easter weekend. Peace out. Have a good week.